So we can talk about space in terms of intergenerational transmission. We can talk about also space in terms of economics, because Young Warrior is a businessman as well as a sound man, and so I'll leave it to him now. Thank you. Can you take that man?
1, 2, yeah. Good afternoon, everybody. Greetings. I want to commend everybody here on the panel for your work that you have done. It's great work. Great work. Big up yourself. I feel it. So a few topics I wanted to kind of touch on. Here it's good to see young people as well. Also traveling to Italy and seeing, more younger people coming into sound system. It's a great thing. Italy's been really climbing a bit past France a bit when it comes to that. Usually France is the main center. I wanted to talk about the struggles of running a sound system as a young person. I created my sound system in 2011. I was playing out before then from about 2005, but the sound system building started in 2011. The first show was in Brixton. As a young, can I get a different mic, please?
Try this one.
Thank you. Yeah, plan A. Yeah. So the difficulties I have had as a young person, because a lot of people think if your father's Jashaka or your father's maybe Abba or your father's Iratian Steppers, you have it easy. And the thing about it is, it's not like that at all. You have it very, 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 very difficult. People seem to judge you very highly on everything that you do, the music that you play, how you present yourself, how you do business. They expect a lot from you. If I was a newcomer in the industry and nobody knew me, I could be how I want to be or anyway, But because, has the volume gone? It sounds like the volume's disappeared a bit. Can you hear me?
We're fixing it.
Okay. Two. 1, 2, 2. Yeah, that's a bit better. Thank you. Much appreciated. Yes, they judge you very highly and they put certain standards and certain stipulations on you. And I found that in the industry as a young person, it's been very difficult to kind of stand my ground as an individual, to be heard. And I think that goes across the whole scape of things when it comes to young people, to be in an industry which is predominantly elders and elders who have been doing the thing since the 70s and the 90s and all of this, and you come along as a young individual wanting to do things a bit differently, do things more, socially and more enterprising. It kind of creates a lot of problems. So I know I have faced that myself when it comes to dealing with the elders, because they think, do it this way, you shouldn't do it that way. When I first came into the industry, I felt that there was a need of young people and more young people in the industry. And I had a lot of people who first checked me, like Alpha Stepper, Ashanti Sila, Abason, and a lot of other young producers came to me as they felt that they had no kind of way to get their stuff out there, and there was no kind of springboard, So we did rally together, and I exposed a few of their musics and let the world know about them. And how I did this, I created an event called the Dubwise Carnival Festival, which is on Carnival weekend in London, which was and still is a weekend where we used to book maybe 30 or 40 acts across 2 days. It was Sunday and the Monday. Up-and-coming artists and predominantly young artists, young DJs, young singers, young MCs, as I felt this was not happening in the sound system industry. There was not enough exposure for young people and people coming into the industry. There was not enough support for young people. This, I try to always talk, and I tell the elders, we need the circle of recycling to happen. We're not always going to be there, and we have to pass on knowledge, we have to pass on the baton and allow the young people to come in. If we don't do this, then the industry will die. It will die with the people who hold the baton, and we don't want that. I know a lot of the elders have done their thing and, have gone through a lot of strife and a lot of burden to keep, at their level. However, we need to come along. All of these other young people need to come along and do their thing and actually show people that the younger ones can come and do it too and do it just as good, So that's one thing that I have found out myself. also I want to talk about sound system as a business. You know, I do a lot of business, and I treat the work that I do as a business like any other business. And I think there is a clash between ethicalism, us being ethical, talking positive things, and paying our bills. You know, because that balance needs to be found. It's a business like any other. Back in the day, you know, in Jamaica, you know, artists would voice tunes and get maybe $5 or $500, which is about, you know, a couple of pence back then, you know, for tunes and music, and they did it for the love of it. However, we're now in a scape of things in the economy where we need money, and we're doing a job like any other, and sometimes even harder. Sometimes we're up for 3-4 days, fixing speakers, moving speakers, driving, you know, taking ferries across to Europe and bringing vehicles and hiring vehicles. We're doing a lot of work. And it's very hard sometimes to get the recompense for this work that we do. And as much as we try to be positive and we must always, and I implore the young people to do take note of spendings, outgoings, incomings, revenue streams, how you can make more money, have your merchandise, records, CDs, badges, everything that you can do, and treat yourself like a business. You're no different from any other business. Yes, we're talking positive things, but at the end of the day, in order for us to keep talking these positive things, these things take money, a lot of money. The sound system costs a lot of money. You know, you can do the crowdfunding, which my brethren did do. You can do that, or you can do it yourself, but it takes money. And as much as we try to be nice, we need to kind of find nice ways of how to do business and do business better. So I implore anybody who is studying business to maybe give any assistance, or you don't have to basically just play music to be in the sound system fraternity. You could be a promoter, you could be a manager, you could help someone to do finance, you could do outreach. Anything you could do can contribute, because it's an enterprise. Back in the day in the 70s, it was about youth enterprise, young people coming together off the streets and working on this one project. I want to MC, this person wants to lift boxes, this one wants to do this. It's youth enterprise. These are things which can be, and the government has money there for you to do that. It's just that we need to go and get into these pots, because we are ticking a lot of boxes when it comes to the cross of age, the cross of race, what we're trying to do, the positive work that we're doing. They will fund us, you know. Cool. So, more business-minded, please. Also, let me see, the reggae revival. So a lot of people have heard about the reggae revival going on. I myself, I think that the reggae revival was always taking place. There was always young people kind of doing reggae music, but they weren't really exposed. With the help of like Chronix, Protege, Janine, Jesse Royal, Kabaka Pyramid, all of these guys in Jamaica, they found Roots. Roots was always there, you know, Orange Street was always there, Harry J was always there, Studio One was always there, but the young people in Jamaica wasn't really listening to that, they were listening to dancehall. So Jamaica has now found reggae music, so it's their reggae revival. It's not really us. We've been playing reggae music and sound system before Chronix even grew dreads, you know? So people kind of need to understand that, and understand that we have been doing this thing for a long time, but we pick up any other young people coming into the roots and finding the roots. So yeah, come buy some stuff. We've got that going on. Yeah, okay, thank you very much.
Thank you so